Get up. Morning, everyone. A bunch of people in the chat. Thanks for coming out already this morning. Appreciate everybody jumping in. Happy Saturday. Um, Shop. Good morning, sir. Chop is here. Collecting with Dirts. Good morning. Cat Fan, Comic Man. Appreciate everybody coming out. Hopefully the intro got you pumped up and ready to go. Start your Saturday. David made event. Good morning. Nice day here. It's like low 80s, no humidity. Went out for a walk this morning, 2 mile walk. Start my day that way. So it's been a good morning so far. Madam Scotty Vaughn, good morning. Madam is here. Breakfast, yes. I actually had a request for oatmeal. Somebody wanted to know why oatmeal wasn't included in the breakfast, but that's more of like a fall thing for me, fall, winter. So we'll add that to the menu, as in a couple months when we get into football season, we'll add that. We'll add that to the menu. But we do have, we've got the usual stuff for breakfast. We've got, I know Master had requested crispy bacon, just crispy bacon. So that still needs a little time to cook, but it'll by the end of the stream it'll be ready. But we have our usual, breakfast menu for today. Wow, the chat rolled on me here. I am way behind now. Just catching up, making sure I'm not missing anybody. So a bunch of other people come in. Mr. Sith, thanks for joining early. I know the West Coasters up early to catch me. Appreciate that. Who else? I saw a bunch of people. Zach is here this morning. Good morning. Appreciate you coming out. Everybody's saying good morning to everybody. I did. Yeah, I missed Trev. Where is Trev, the shipping guru? I missed him. No, he's here somewhere. Let's see. Let me just catch up. But yeah, appreciate everybody coming out. Got our usual stuff. We got a couple shout outs to do. Some new comic books that I read books that I read this week. It's kind of from the last 2 weeks. There's Trev. Knew I saw him in there. Mr. SCG, good morning, sir. I think you're at a comic book show. I thought I saw Nick's Kicks and Comics posted a picture up on Instagram, right? Is it Dallas? A Dallas con? Saw you guys. Good morning, Brad. Brad had a big day. He had a lot of stuff going on this week. He was on TM Nerdy's channel. He was on my channel yesterday with an interview, and then he did a big mid-afternoon stream yesterday. So lots of Brad to go around. So go check that out if you haven't seen it. I have to catch up on your interview on TM Nerdy's channel. It's in my queue. I haven't watched it yet. I was hopefully going to get to it today, doing some stuff around the house, listen to that interview. Yeah, just making sure. Phil's here. Good morning, Phil. Appreciate you coming out. And Phil's got his live stream this morning. Jacob is here. Good morning. Phil has his live stream at 11, right following this show. So, just making sure. Yes, can't have breakfast without bacon. Let me just catch up. Everybody's saying good morning to everybody. Appreciate everybody coming out. We'll start with a shout outs. Got two shout outs to do today. Two channels that I just found this week, brand new channels to me. So, James, good morning. Thanks for coming in. I will, these are two new channels that I just found, this week, brand new. And I think one has maybe 10 or 15 subs. So definitely need to go check those channels out. But we'll mention those in a second. Still catching up on the chat. Master, good morning, sir. I think you usually Madam and Master do a Saturday video as well, right? Usually drop a video on Saturday, so need to go check that out. Jim, good morning. Jimmy G. Oh, it's Jimmy G. We haven't seen Jimmy in a while. Hope all is well. I know. Scotty Vaughn's been asking about you. Wanted to make sure you were good. Collectible Toys, good morning. Jimmy G's good. Well, in honor of Jimmy G being here, we have to roll the intro for Jimmy.
You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who's down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who down with LCS?
So Jimmy, welcome back. Good to see you. I know we've been thinking about you, wondering where you've been. I know you've been busy. I know you said you were back to work and things like that. So good to see you. Good to see you pop in. So cool. But let's get to our shout outs. Let's get to our shout outs this morning. Let me get this channel a sub. So 2 new channels, like I said, to me. And the first one is he reached out to me on Instagram. I followed him on Instagram, and then he said, "Hey, by the way, I have a YouTube channel." So I said, "Oh, I have one too." And so we followed each other back. I checked out a couple of his videos. Fairly new channel. I think maybe 2 months in, producing content for about 2 months. Uncle Jay's Comic Adventure, and links will be down in the description. So definitely go check him out. I think he's believe right around maybe 100 subscribers. So just a new channel to me. Checked out a bunch of his stuff. Really cool. Got a bunch of some haul videos. He just picked up a collection of Nick Fury, Howling Commandos, like a whole series, starting with issue 1. So pretty cool. A bunch of great content. So definitely go check out Uncle Jay's Comic Adventure. And then the next one I wasn't sure on when I first saw the name, because Sith and Spine Ticks is here. It's called Spine Ticks Pressing. So when I first saw the name, I was like, wait a minute, what is this? But checked out his channel. And like I said, I think he's around maybe 10 or 15 subs. So fairly new, but he's got a bunch of videos last couple weeks. Bunch of content. Looks like he's obviously doing some pressing content, but also does some Walmart packs and some other hauls. So it's Spine Tick Pressing. They both links are down below. So like I said, really new channels to me. Just found them this week. Just started watching a little bit of their content. So if you're not familiar with those channels, definitely go check those out. So two new channels in the community that we should go check out and support. So yeah, it's funny. Yeah, he I think I followed him on, I try to add, new people on Instagram, and, he followed me on Instagram, and then, sent me a message. So it was pretty cool. So, did I miss this sketch? I have to go back and look. I don't think I saw that. I watched Trev's a haul video this week. But yeah, I'll have to check that out. Oh, very nice. That's cool. That's cool to get him out. So yeah, I wasn't sure. I had to kind of do the double take because I'm like, wait a minute, spine ticks pressing? Is this then obviously you look at the channel and then you realize it's obviously something different. So yeah, but you kind of do that double take. Um, and Spine Tick show tonight, right? Tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. Definitely go check out the Spine Tick show. Good morning, Jim. Appreciate you coming in. Oh, that stinks. Yeah. So definitely go. Like I said, definitely go check out those channels. And Sith too. I think Sith. Spine Ticks had mentioned it. He mentions it in his videos, and I really, and we talked a little bit about it last weekend, just about, um, when you watch somebody, leave a comment, even if it's just a little thumbs up, and it just helps others realize that you've watched their video to go watch your channels back. There's so much content to watch, and I really like the idea of like um, prioritizing the way I watch content. I obviously have some favorites, but if somebody's taking the time to watch my channel, I definitely want to go and watch their channel in return. At least come and comment and give them a thumbs up. So definitely a good idea. And I know, for the most part, the entire community is very supportive. Follows and watching and liking things like that. So pretty cool. So yeah, STP. Yeah, that's their little logo is kind of the STP, right? Stone Temple Pilots. Pretty cool. So yeah, very nice. That's cool. Yeah, I think it's certainly there are so many new channels and so many channels over the last, my channel's a little bit, a year and change old. So many channels coming in now, and then just a whole, community vibe of everybody trying to follow each other. I think it's, it's you can see consistent growth, early on, get to a couple hundred subs, which is really cool. So yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. Spine Ticks tonight. Yeah. You got Phil at 11. You've got Only Slabs, the Rob Fat Stack show in the afternoon, and then you've got Spine Ticks tonight. And there's plenty of other live stuff going on. I think I heard Remy Q Studios is hosting some banter tonight around 8. So lots of options for your YouTube Saturday. So pretty cool. Cool. That's cool. Yeah. And that's the other thing too. There's so many great giveaways and generosity throughout the community. And it almost seems like, we're just shuffling gifts around to different community members, which is really cool. I know Metarog Roger does kind of an update video with everybody community giveaways that are going on. So it's a good little video if you're, looking for video giveaways. He usually does that. So 22, good morning, sir. Appreciate you coming in. Nick is here too. Good morning, Nick. Appreciate everybody coming out. So, what we'll do. Yeah. No, I think I've heard you mention it a few times in a couple of your last videos, and I totally agree because, and I think you even mentioned it. There's so much content to watch. There's so many channels, and there's just not enough time in the day. So that's one of the things that I've been doing as well. Somebody takes the time to watch me, I'll try to, they're kind of first on my watch list, um, just to return the favor. So I do really do appreciate it. I think it's just a great idea, right? It's just a good way to manage your time and your viewing of other channels. So Manny, good morning. Thanks for coming in, Manny. Yeah, um, just saw Manny drop a comment on my Amazing Spider-Man video this week. So yeah, appreciate you coming out. That's right, man. We got a lot of Mets fans. We got Nick. You got a couple of comics. You got myself. You've got Big Lion Cat. We've got the Met fans are strong. I mean, I know there's a bunch of Yankee fans too, but the Met fandom is strong on YouTube. So, yeah. Well, I am going to be opening up applications this fall. Probably, I think October 1st. Applications will open for my my duck training school. So if anybody's interested, let me know. I'll get you the application over. But I think it's very important to be very positive with your duck for duck races. So be on the lookout for that. Applications will open soon. Doug, good morning. Appreciate you coming in. I know you guys are busy with isolation. I know I saw the announcement this week for issue 2. So pretty excited about that. I know there's a Kickstarter going on for that, so that's really cool. Yes. Well, I've heard, there's been a bunch of tips on that video of how others deal with their ducks, and intimidation was certainly one of the tactics that I've heard about. It's not, I don't do that. Yeah, appreciate everybody coming out. Fanboy Prime, good morning. Yeah, and so the other thing to mention is Comic Book Community Awards. We have the reveal of the finalists this Friday, coming up this Friday, 9:30. Let me drop the little banner in. But so we have that. So, and I think it's going to be a really fun reveal. There is a lot of channels. So, lot of a wide variety of channels that have made the finalist list. So, I'm excited to announce those. So. I've heard Sandman's been really good. I haven't had the chance to watch it yet, but it's on my. I have 2 things. I have Sandman and I have Umbrella Academy, the current season. I haven't watched that yet, so those are the 2 things. I think we get She-Hulk this coming week, and then we've got a bunch of stuff coming up on Disney Plus. Right, you've got some Star Wars stuff, the Andor series coming up. You've got Bad Batch, the animated series, so a bunch of stuff. So okay. Yeah, I always if somebody subs me, I always try to sub them back, whether they produce content or not. Because you never know, right? Somebody might start producing content. So at least I'm subbed up. So, yeah, definitely go check that out. I mean, if Doug, if you have the link, if you want to drop the link in for the Kickstarter, right, for Isolation #2. I've seen a lot of stuff on Instagram over the last, week or so. A lot of people talking about it and showing off their copies. Trev has been showing off a bunch. So yeah, pretty cool. I really enjoyed issue 1. So definitely need to go, check that out. If you are interested. Dale, good morning. Appreciate you coming in. All right, let's talk, like I said, Comic Book Community Awards. So this Friday, the finalists are revealed. We've got 22 categories, 5 finalists per category. And I did a promo this week for it coming up. So let's run that, because there are a couple familiar faces in the promo, and it was tough. There's so many people to include. I tried to get as many people in as possible, but I'm going to be doing similar things like this throughout until we get to the live show. So there'll be some other opportunities to get some other, faces from the community in there. So
in a community where grown men and women make videos of their favorite comic books and collectibles, where men quit their jobs and follow their passions, sell all of their possessions to travel the country in a bus seeking out comic books, take their shirts off and dance for your entertainment, I present to you the celebration of this community with the 2022 Comic Book Community Awards. The Comic Book Community Awards recognize the great community of creators from YouTube who regularly produce entertaining, thought-provoking, and slab-worthy comic book-related content. The goal of the yearly Comic Book Community Awards is to celebrate comic book channels and creators on YouTube. Please join us August 19th at 9:30 p.m. Eastern as the finalists for this year's 22 categories are revealed.
So hopefully, if you haven't seen that, there it is. Like I said, I'm going to try to be doing more promos like that to help spread the word, and obviously for the once the finalist vote opens. So, Matt Spidey, good morning. Well, not morning, probably evening for you. So just catching up. Yeah. My plan is and that's another thing to mention, Phil, is the sponsorships, right? We have 20 of the 22 awards sponsored from the community. So I appreciate everybody who's done that. Phil was the latest, latest sponsor for one of the video, so one of the categories, so I appreciate that. So 20 of 22, but once the finalists are announced, that's when I'm going to reach out to. Last year we had my comic shop and Cover Price provide prizes. Actually, my comic shop provided $100 gift certificate for each of the winners last year. So I'm going to reach out to them once the finalists are announced. Start to reach out to them to see if any of those companies are interested in sponsoring and donating prizes. So StreamYard is maybe a good one to mention because or to reach out to because I know the community spends a lot of money with StreamYard or uses StreamYard even if it's just the free version. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll have to add them to my list. So. Yeah, just catching up. Yeah, we got misses in there too. Well, that's one of the we've got Madam and Master Blaster in there and their cosplay. So yeah, like I said, it was after I finished the video, I was like, oh wow, there was so many other channels I could have, Spine Ticks. There's so many, everybody here in the chat, so I have to, I plan to make others and include other channels. So it's tough to squeeze everybody in. I didn't want to make it, a 4-hour video. It's a minute and 30 seconds, 90 seconds. So tried to squeeze as many community members in there as I could. So, yeah, no, it's good to see you. Those are some of my favorite channels. Madam and Master Blaster and 22 when your wife comes on. First in Keys is another one. They haven't done any content in the last couple of weeks, but anytime you have the couples together, it's always fun to see. Bruce and Stephanie is another one. It's always fun to see the couples together. Sharing and collecting. So. You converted her. Super Russ, good morning, sir. Russ and Simple Simon have a show tonight too at 7:30. So I mean, you basically can watch live streams pretty much all day today. You've like I said, you've got Phil, you've got Only Slabs, you've got Russ and Simon, you've got Spine Ticks. I mean, you can basically plan your day around the live YouTube comic book content today. So. Yeah, First and Keys is one of another one of my favorites because they're both they both are into collecting. But like I said, I don't think I took a peek at their channel yesterday because I hadn't seen anything, and I don't think they've done a video in about 2 weeks. But hopefully they'll be back soon. So yeah, it takes a little while to get used to StreamYard or whatever platform you're using. So Neil, good morning, sir. Not sure if I missed you. Thanks for coming in. And Neil's got a giveaway going on, right? I know I saw a video from Neil this morning. Haven't watched it yet. He's got a 300 subscriber giveaway. So if anybody's still interested, go check out Neil's channel and you can get in on his 300 sub giveaway. And there's Roger. Morning, Roger. We were talking about you earlier and your giveaway updates that you do for the community. Yeah, yeah, no, there's peaks and valleys with me sometimes watching people's content. So it's why the watch later feature is so good because you can kind of just put the videos there and run through them when you do have the time. So yeah, Jimmy, you looking to sell? I'm sure we have some buyers. uh, So yeah, we did shout outs. Like I said, there's new channels. If you're definitely go check them out. Links are down below. We did the comic. We talked a little bit about the comic book community awards. Let's get into some of the books that I read. Um, oh, sorry, Neil. Yeah, the chat is busy this morning. You know how it goes when you're trying to manage a live stream and everything else. So, but I appreciate you coming out. Definitely go check out Neil's giveaway. I got to catch up on, like I said, catch his video later today. But a couple books I read this week: Amazing Spider-Man #7. Did a review on this, so if anybody's interested, you can go check that out. And I don't know, I mentioned it in my haul video or the review. You've got the little Green Goblin cufflink there on Norman Osborn. I don't know if I kind of missed it at first, and then I was looking at the cover. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, what is that? So nice little Goblin cufflink. But this was a really good read. I really enjoyed this book this week. Uh, I've been reading some of the other Spider-Verse stuff, Spider-Man 2099, Exodus. Um, it's funny, and maybe I'm just an old, Peter Parker Spider-Man fan. Read Spider-Punk. Um, I'm trying to give some of these other Spider characters a chance. But I haven't found one that I really like yet. I do enjoy Miles. I do have a lot of reading to do to catch up on the Miles Morales, the current series. But yeah, no, that's one of the ways that there's a bunch of channels that do reviews, and a lot of them are not books that I'm collecting or reading. So it's great to be able to get the story in a review and kind of keep up on the storylines without having to buy the book or read it fully. You're kind of getting the Cliff Notes version, so it's really cool to to get your content, your comic book content that way. So, yeah, I've really enjoyed watching other people's reviews because, like I said, it's a good way for me to stay up to speed. So, um, yeah, Jimmy, yeah, hopefully that works out for you with the internet. But yeah, if you need help with moving any books or let us know. Reach out. I think I have you have my email too, so let me know. Yeah, no, I agree, Jacob. It's really been focused on other 2099 characters, within that universe. So yeah, it really um, hasn't been focused, on 2099. And then even Spider-Punk too. Um, Although Spider-Punk is a main character, there's a lot of other, characters from the universe. So it's tough to, get a sense. And then Edge of Spider-Verse was another book I read a lot of. So they basically highlighting a couple other Spidey characters within the universe. So you've got Spider-Man Noir, you've got Spidey Rex, you've got a bunch in here. And um, again, I don't know. Maybe it's just I'm old school, Peter Parker, that I haven't really been able to really get into some of the other Spider characters. So we'll see. Um, yeah, it's been good. The series has been better. I would say this current run of Spider-Man has been much better. It's been a better start than the previous volume, but it's still been a little bumpy. But this issue I really thought was issue 7. I thought was really solid. Ghost Rider number 5. This has been an interesting story. I'm not typically a big horror fan, um, so it's been interesting to read, but it's been good and keeping my interest. So this is Ghost Rider Vengeance Forever. This is kind of a one shot. This was a good story. Kind of tells you a little bit of the history of Ghost Rider. So that was pretty fun. So just catching up, making sure I'm not missing anything important in the chat. Moon Knight. Read Moon Knight. This is issue 14. This was an interesting story because this is the first book of this series where Moon Knight's, dealing with his other personalities. So this was an interesting read to introduce those. Like I said, 14 books in, it's the first time we're seeing that story element with him. So, yeah, just catching up. Making sure I'm not missing anything from the chat. Yes. Yes, Zach. Yeah, yep. He's there. That was an interesting, to see a Spider-Man in the form of a dinosaur was pretty interesting. Yeah, there are, right. A lot of the a lot of these books are first appearance, right? Because the 2099 series. So yes, there are. There are. Like I said, I'm going to stick to Peter Parker and Miles. Those two are enough for me right now. Plenty of good, books and stories. So it's hard to um, it's hard to get into so many of the. Oh, nice. Yeah, no, that was a good. I thought the Ghost Rider was a good read. Definitely, and this cover is just amazing, right? Amazing cover. Um, Definitely a good one shot. So I was afraid that this was going to be kind of another little, mini series. And I was like, oh, Ghost Rider, the Ghost Rider main series has been really good. So catching up. Flo, yeah, Flo, appreciate Flo coming in. Did I miss Pocan Joe? Where's Joe? There he is. Morning, Joe. Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, we got a bunch of people here. We're going to do a giveaway too. Just going to get through a couple more of the books I read. I do like. I don't like the app on the phone. I do have an iPad that I use that I read digitally on, and it's almost like you're holding a comic book from the page size. And if some of the lettering or text, word bubbles are a little a little small or hard to read, you can zoom in on them. So that's the one advantage that I like about reading, reading digitally, is that just, and it's great when you're traveling. You're able to, download or read books, on a tablet and not, not have to worry about, carrying books and things with you. So, yeah. So speaking of Batman, so I just started, Chip Zdarsky just started issue 125. So just picked up, I started at 125. This is issue 126. This was really enjoyable. It's been really good. I've always been a Batman fan. I think my first introduction to superheroes was the, you know, Adam West, Batman series, from the 60s. So I've always enjoyed Batman. So it's fun to get back into reading. And this has been good so far. So yeah, a bunch of people in the chat this morning. I appreciate everybody coming out. We got 26 people right in here now. So I really do appreciate that. Always nice to see a lively chat and hang out with you guys for a little bit. So, yes, thank you for that. Yeah, I've enjoyed it. I was trying to figure out a jumping in point. So I usually watch Minutiaminut's channel, and he does a weekly Batman review. He's been kind of on a little bit of a hiatus. He's got some stuff going on personally, wife, baby, and those type of things. So he's taken a little bit of a break. I've seen him commenting. So, but his weekly Batman reviews was how I was getting information on Batman. And so, like I said, I knew this was going to be a good jumping on point. So far, so good. And even the backup story, there's a little Catwoman backup story that ties into the main story. And it's been good. Yeah, right. So Darsky's got he's got some high profile stuff, right? He's on the rebooted Daredevil. He's got Batman. So yeah, it's been some good stuff. So and then Poison Ivy too. So two DC titles for me. Poison Ivy. This has been a fun little mini series. The artwork is really done well. This is the A cover, but I know there's been some great. I picked up a few in the previous issues, some really great Jenny Frison covers. So this has been a fun story, a fun read. And I think it's only a maybe 6-issue limited series. So yeah, Detective too, right? I think somebody else is taking over? Is it Ram V that's taking over Detective? And then my last two reads this week, Twig, and this is Twig 4. Yep, 4, issue 4. This has been a fun little story. This almost reminds me of. I'm trying to think. It kind of reminds me of like a video game, almost like a character we've seen. But I can't really put my finger on it. But definitely something familiar about the story. But artwork is really good, very vivid colors, and very just a quick, fun little read. I mean, the story's pretty simple, but it's been fun. So yeah, Twig's been good. Yeah, I think it's Ram V that's taking over Detective. Maybe I'm wrong. If anybody knows, just let us know in the chat, because I thought that's who I heard, but maybe I'm mixing up. And then the last book I read this week was issue 2, 8 Billion Genies issue 2. I'm a little behind because issue 3 was on back order, so I'm waiting for issue 3. I have issue 4. I picked that up this week, but just read issue 2. And this has been a fun little story too. Not nothing earth shattering, but just a fun, interesting idea with the genies. So, oh yeah, there's been a lot of different like little creatures and different animals and things showing up in Twig. It's been fun. So, but yeah, so that's it. 8 Billion Genius was the last book. So pretty good stack of books that I read this week. I have one or two others that I didn't get to read. I took last night off from YouTube and was just read some books. So that was good to catch up on those books. So, Pop and Son, good morning. Appreciate you coming out. But yeah, we're gonna do. Wow, we're at 40 minutes in already. I can't believe we've been going this long. We're gonna do a giveaway. Let me share my screen, and we'll do the pull from the prize box. And we are going to use. What do we do? CBCA Comic Book Community Awards. Like I said, this Friday, we're revealing the finalists. So definitely hope you guys will come out for that. Oh, I should have used hashtag crispy bacon. That will be one we will use. Main event, you spelled it wrong. Oh, Chad. Yes, I think I need to have Chad come and present an award on the Comic Book Community Awards. I think we need Chad back. Yes, Chad, and one of my other favorite characters is Bruno from Anachronic Comics. If you haven't checked out Bruno, Bruno made an appearance on last year's award, so I enjoy a good Bruno sighting. Joffrey, good morning. Didn't see you come in. Sorry if I missed you. Yeah. Was it Charlie's Angels? Wasn't what's his name? Tom Green's character, the Chad in Charlie's Angels, Drew Barrymore's boyfriend in that, right? Wasn't the Chad? Yes, I like the idea. I like it. Well, and that's an option, right? Anybody who sponsors, who's done a sponsorship of an award, can I'm going to obviously give them the opportunity to come on and present the award that they are sponsoring. And some people have said they don't want to do it, which is fine. I totally understand it. But if you sponsored an award, you can come on the live show and present it. So. Yeah, Bruno is one of Bruno is, one of my favorites. So, all right. Lucretius, good morning. There he is. Let's see. We've got 24 out of 25. All right. So we're going to run this. Good luck, everyone. Grab the box. Oh. David, main event. Congrats. And I do have, I ran out of Comic Book Community Award stickers, and I'm waiting on a new batch to come in. So anybody who has sponsored an award, I owe you some stickers. I have to send those out. And then if anybody else wants any stickers, just let me know. Send me a message on Instagram, and I will get those in the mail to you. So, Six Faces here. Good morning, Sid. So let's get to David's prizes. Let's see what we've got for him. We've got Magneto #1. Cool cover. All right, we've got 4 more books. All right, here we go. Gunslinger Spawn #1. Great cover. All right, we've got 3 more. Ooh, we've got Deathstroke Inc. #1. Very cool cover. All right. Catching up on it. All right, we did 3, making sure I'm not missing anybody in the chat. All right, here we go. We got formerly known as the Justice League #1. Let's see. All right, and one more. All right. We got a lot of DC. So this is Death Metal Multiverse's End #1. Really cool cover too. Got a lot going on there. So there it is. Those are the books. So main event, I'll get those out to you. Let's see. Make sure I've got. Yep. We'll get those out to you. Congratulations. So. Yeah, some good covers. That was a good pull this week. So, yeah, catching up. Yeah, it was a good bunch of books this week. Yeah. So that's it, guys. That's really all I've got for today. Like I said, reveal next Friday. Really excited. I've got some work I got to do. I got to get some stuff together for the live stream, but all good stuff. And again, thank you to we've had a committee of people that have helped me go through some of the results or the nominations and help get the finalist list together. And thank you to all of the sponsors, the community sponsors. All of the links for those channels are down below. Madam and Master Blaster. We've got Trev. We've got Phil that are here today who sponsored. So definitely go check out all the links for the sponsor channels and the 2 shout out channels this week. But thank you. Appreciate that. And, hopefully we'll see everybody next Friday night. Like I said, I think it's a really good group of finalists. I really think having the tiers for the different channel subscriptions, under 1,000 to 5,000 and above 5,000 has really helped get some other channels nominated and becoming finalists this year. So excited to be able to reveal that. So looking forward to it. Yeah. Thanks, Jim. Appreciate you guys coming out. Have a great Saturday. Like I said, you've got a bunch of options today. You've got Phil in about 10 minutes at 11 on his channel. He does his stream. You've got Only Slabs, the Rob Fatstack show this afternoon. You've got a live stream with Simon and Russ tonight at 7:30. You've got Spine Ticks tonight. I mean, you've got plenty of comic book content out there today. So definitely go check out some of those shows and, support everybody we can. Appreciate everybody coming out this morning. Thank you so much. Thank you again to, the sponsors, everybody who watches my channel. I really do appreciate it. And everybody coming out. I mean, 25, 26, 27 people in here this morning. Amazing. I appreciate you guys, spending a little time with me in the morning. So we will leave you, we talked a little bit about Bruno. So why don't we leave you with Bruno? Let me find there it is. Let's leave you with a little taste of Bruno.
Anachronic.
Hi, comic book guys and gals. I'm Joe from Anachronic Comics. I am honored to be here during the first annual Comic Book Community Awards. When Brian asked me to do this video, I said, hell yeah, because here's what I think about these awards. Yeah, here's Bruno. I'm Bruno. Yeah, this is me. And I had to interrupt that bladder that Joey was going to tell you about the Comic Book Community Awards. He's probably going to say, yeah, Brian's a great guy. The awards are really terrific. Congratulations to all the peoples that were nominated and all the rest of that baloney. I know he's going to say that because I know Joey. I'm like this with him and I know the way he thinks. I got to tell you the truth. I'm not too happy about these awards. Now, why is that? Well, take a look at it. Take a look at the different categories. Do you see my name anywhere on that? No. So, Brian, I'm telling you, I know you're from New York, so I'm giving you a little bit of slack. You gotta fix that. You gotta fix that before you give out these awards. Like, take a look, for example, the best video unboxing video or series. Hey, that's me. I've been unboxing like all these torpedo boxes and stuff like that for a while. Not my fault that Joey doesn't buy anymore, and I'm not going to spend my money on that stuff. So that's one area that my name could be. Another one, the most entertaining content creator. I can't believe my name ain't there. Come God, who's more entertaining than me, Bruno? Oh my God. And then the best ongoing series, the Torpedo Boxes. That's an ongoing series. I must have did like 4, 5, or 6 of them. And how many do you need to be ongoing? I think more than one is ongoing, isn't it? Anyway, the other one that really burns me is the People's Choice. Now, what people are you talking about? All the people around me love me. That should be another one for me. Anyway, look, all right, I understand that the voting is closed, so I can't do anything about it. But I have to tell you, for 2022, my name better be there, Brian. I'm telling you right now, my name better be there. Gotta boom. So let me just say good luck to all the nominees. And Brian, it was so great that you put this together. What a great idea. And I know this first one is really special, but I'm looking forward to many more in the future. Take care.
You're still here? It's over. Go home.